she starts running backwards, filming, going, J-Lo! It's like a herald that then gets everyone else, and then they're all tourists, whatever, just woof. Then I'm moving. We got like our 5 kids, me and Jen, and it's like, it feels like hundreds of people, and they're all screaming. Cool. My daughter just turns to me and goes, J-Lo was my stepmother. I was like, all right, that's a good title. Could be a lot worse than that.
She's got another title.
So we've got some tea to spill about Hollywood's favorite couple, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Recently, Ben did an interview that gave us a rare peek behind the curtain of their high-profile relationship. He opened up about what it's really like being married to J-Lo, and let's just say the details are quite revealing.
I also don't like a lot of attention. This is why people see me and they're like, well, this dude always mad. He's always bored. Because somebody has their camera and stick it in my face, and I'm like, okay, here we go.
Just because I don't. This is not what I feel like doing. I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, and also because I'm with my kids and you're taking my picture. I don't mind. You take my picture, come out of a club or premiere or whatever. My wife, I don't give a go ahead, knock stuff. I don't notice you. But with my children, that's a different thing.
All right, let's give you some background on Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. These two first got together in 2002 and were quickly nicknamed Bennifer by the media. Their relationship was all over the news and they even got engaged, but things didn't work out and they broke up in 2004. Fast forward to 2021, almost 20 years later, and Bennifer 2.0 was born. The couple rekindled their romance, and in 2022 they got married, much to the joy of their fans. Recently, Ben Affleck did an interview where he gave us some rare insights into their relationship. He didn't hold back and shared some surprising details that shed light on what it's really like to be Mr. Jennifer Lopez. From dealing with fame to handling public scrutiny, Ben gave us a lot to think about.
She's so famous and she creates this, people love her, and she really represents something important to people. You know, people are like, hey, I like your movie. J-Lo! It's like, it's amazing, you know what I mean?
So one of the most interesting things he talked about was how fame and the constant media attention impact their daily lives. Ben described how overwhelming it can be to go out in public with Jennifer. He mentioned an incident where they walked through Times Square and it turned into a massive event because of Jennifer's star power. People were swarming them, taking pictures, and it was just chaos. Ben said it was moments like these that remind him of just how famous Jennifer is. He also touched on how this constant attention can be quite stressful. Ben is someone who values his privacy and prefers to keep a low profile. He shared that the paparazzi and media scrutiny can be really intrusive. People often see pictures of him looking annoyed or frustrated, and he explained that it's because he's just trying to go about his day without a camera shoved in his face. Can you imagine? You're just trying to grab a coffee or take your kids to school and there's a whole crowd of people following you. It sounds exhausting. One quote from Ben that really stood out was when he said, "People love Jennifer. She represents something important to them. But for me, it means that every move we make is a spectacle. This really highlights the difference in how they experience fame." Jennifer seems to thrive in the spotlight, while Ben finds it more burdensome. Another interesting point Ben made was about how fame impacts their relationship dynamics. He admitted that it can be tough because their lives are under a microscope. Every little thing they do gets analyzed and reported on. He even joked that sometimes he feels like he's in a fishbowl. Despite all this, Ben emphasized that he loves Jennifer and admires her for how she handles all the attention with grace and poise. He acknowledged that she's a pro at navigating the pressures of fame, which isn't an easy feat. Ben also shared a specific story about how they try to keep things normal. He mentioned that they make an effort to do regular things together, like watching movies at home or going on low-key dates. However, even these simple activities can turn into big events because of Jennifer's fame. He remembered a time when they tried to have a quiet dinner, but word got out and suddenly there were photographers and fans everywhere. It's clear that maintaining any sense of normalcy is a real challenge for them. Throughout the interview, Ben was very honest about his struggles with fame. He didn't shy away from admitting that it's not always easy, and there are days when it gets to him. However, he also made it clear that his love for Jennifer and their family keeps him grounded. He talked about the importance of supporting each other and finding ways to cope with the pressures that come with their high-profile lives.
Back in the early Ben days, because there's the before Ben and then the now Ben, we actually have a soundbite from your 2002 album. You're talking about your relationship with him. Let's take a quick peek at that.
Oh boy. Feel like you have a partner, you know what I mean? Somebody standing by your side who supports you and is your best friend.
Nothing has changed. Isn't that so?
I say the same thing now.
But you feel that way about him now.
I do.
Now, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez's contrasting lifestyles can sometimes create friction. For instance, Ben might want a quiet night in, while Jennifer is used to attending glamorous events and being surrounded by fans. This can lead to moments of tension where their preferences clash. Ben's laid-back nature might find it challenging to keep up with Jennifer's relentless energy and packed schedule. However, it's also possible that these differences are what make their relationship interesting. They each bring something unique to the table, which can help balance each other out. One example of this clash is how they handle public appearances. Ben often looks uncomfortable and stressed when faced with large crowds and media frenzy. Jennifer, in contrast, always appears poised and enjoys interacting with her fans. This can sometimes put Ben in situations where he feels out of his element, leading to visible frustration, as he mentioned in his interview. However, Jennifer's ability to navigate these scenarios with ease might also provide Ben with a sense of security and support.
It's hard. I really can second guess it a lot. But I also know I like this life for them better than the one that I had.
Absolutely.
And that's the balance. And I talk, with Jennifer about that a lot as we look at what's the difference between our kids' lives. I have 5 kids now, right? 2-step kids, 3 kids.
Moving on to some potential challenges in their relationship. The constant media scrutiny and pressure of living up to public expectations can be quite overwhelming. Ben has been open about how this relentless attention can be suffocating. The pressure to always look perfect and maintain a certain image can create stress and anxiety, especially for someone like Ben who values his privacy. One of the potential sources of tension is Jennifer's obsession with perfection and maintaining a flawless public image. Ben mentioned in his interview that Jennifer is very focused on her career and how she is perceived by the public. This dedication to perfection can sometimes create unrealistic standards and expectations, both for herself and for those around her. Ben, with his more relaxed approach, might find this aspect challenging, leading to moments of friction. Another challenge is the difference in their professional lives. Jennifer's career is at a constant high with her involvement in music, movies, and various business ventures. Ben has had his ups and downs and has been more vocal about his struggles. This disparity in their professional trajectories sometimes lead to feelings of inadequacy or competition, which often strain their relationship. Rumors and public perceptions also play a role in their relationship dynamics. There have been whispers about possible tension due to their different approaches to fame and career. Some believe that Ben's more subdued nature might sometimes feel overshadowed by Jennifer's larger-than-life persona. However, it's important to remember that these are just speculations and the real dynamics of their relationship are known only to them.
We had to get out of the car. We were going to a play, and I was like, "Okay, baby, we're gonna be late." The other kids were like, "We gotta walk a block and a half." She was like, "All right." She didn't even say shit. Get out with her, all the kids, through Times Square, and the shit was like a fucking bananas.
From Ben's interview, it's clear that their relationship isn't without its challenges. However, it's also evident that there is a bond between them. Ben's admiration for Jennifer's ability to handle fame with grace is palpable, and Jennifer's support for Ben is equally strong. I think their differences, while sometimes a source of tension, are also what makes their relationship special. They complement each other in many ways, with Ben's grounded nature providing a stable base for Jennifer's high-flying career. As long as they continue to communicate and support each other, these differences can be managed. However, it's also important for them to find a balance where both their needs are met, and neither feels overwhelmed or sidelined. Meanwhile, this is what fans are claiming on the social media platforms. A person commented saying, "Jay loves J-Lo and she hates it when she can't program Ben's moves, looks and responses in public." Another one wrote, "These days, there's no one more single than a married man." A third person tweeted, "J-Lo thinks people love her while she pays for the camera to follow her around." But what do you guys think? Do you believe their differences make them stronger, or could they lead to more issues down the line? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.